afternoon or good morning, depends on where you're at. Now, today, what I want to talk about is the laws about your sexual relations and stuff like that. In other words, what you should and should not do, or who basically is who you should not have any sexual relations with. Okay, and it comes from the Holy Scriptures, and that is what we judge ourselves by, and that is the standards by which we live. Okay, so I will read it, and it would be from Leviticus 18. You could read it for yourselves, and we will begin from verse 1. Now, it's a serious thing. Okay, most people anywhere, they feel the sexual urges take them, they just go, but there are always laws governing everything on this earth, on this planet, in this universe. Okay, so let us adhere to the laws. So let us begin. Now, unlawful sexual relations, and we're beginning from Leviticus chapter 18 verses 1. And the Father spake unto Moses, or Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Father, your Elohim. Okay, so it's your Father giving you instructions. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in the ordinances. Okay, as you recall, the children of Israel, our ancestors were in bondage in Israel. Sorry, not Israel, but Egypt, for around 400 years. And there is always a lot of paganism and wickedness happening in Egypt among the pharaohs and the people, because if you recall, one pharaoh could marry to his sister, and a whole lot of corruption was taking place down there. Okay, and our Elohim was quite aware, is quite aware of what is happening, and he also knew that our people, after spending such a long time, is like generation after generation after generation, living within the confines of the Egyptian society. It is easy, and I think it did happen that most of our people down there adopted the ways of the heathen. So maybe our people had adopted ways that is incestuous, and a lot of other wicked ways like worshipping idols and stuff like that. Yes, so we actually adopted most of the ways of the Egyptians. Okay, so when we came from there, okay, our Elohim spoke to us and said that do not follow the ways of the heathen. Basically, do not follow the ways of the Egyptians where you were, because their ways were wrong. Do not follow the ordinances. Also in Canaan, which was a corrupted place, a lot of corruption and paganism were going on in Canaan, right? He said that is where he'll bring you. He said, I'm telling you, wheresoever you go, do not accept the ways of the heathens. We have our ways, so let us stick with it, because we will get in trouble if we change our ways to heathenistic ways. Right, so there goes you. Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am your Father, your Elohim. Right? And give us a whole lot of things we should and should not do. Okay? Now, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Father. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover the nakedness. I am the Father. I am the Creator. I am your Elohim. I am your everything. I am that I am. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end. I was what there was, what there is, and what there would be. That is, I am. Okay? None of you shall approach to any that is near to kin to uncover the nakedness. I am. Now, let me tell you this. What he's saying is that anybody that is closely related to you in relation to blood and stuff like that, do not approach this person to uncover the nakedness. Do not want to have sex with them. Do not want to marry them. No, you should not have urges like that. For those people, they are your kin. You have to remember that. You shall not have sex with your papi. That is an abomination. The nakedness of thy father's wife shall thou not uncover. So even if the woman who is your father's wife is not your mother, you shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not sleep with her. That is an abomination. That's an abominable thing to do. If you have it in your mind or you're planning to do that, stop. It is thy father's nakedness, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, whether it is stepdaughter or whatever daughter is that, you should not have sex with her. Even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover. Once it is around brother, stepdaughter, brother-in-law, sister, whatever, don't do it. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, right? Or of thy daughter's daughter, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for their sins is thine own nakedness. So you do not have sex with your grandchildren. That is an abomination, and most of you people, a lot of people does it. Nasty people. You don't do it. It is an abomination. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter. That is your father's wife's daughter, which is your step sister. Right? She's thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Or your half sister. Or whatever. So in other words, it's like she is your stepsister. It's not half sister, but is your stepsister, because it's your wife, daughter. Though it's not your father's daughter, but it is your father's wife daughter, which she is not your mother, but it's still your sister, because she was begotten by your father. That is an abomination to do if you want to have sex with your people's children. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. So in other words, you shall not have sex with your aunt on your father's side. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. So you do not have sex with your auntie. No, don't interfere with your auntie. You understand? Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thy aunt too. So in other words, if your uncle has a woman, a wife, then you cannot have sex with your uncle's wife, because she automatically becomes your auntie. So don't interfere with your auntie. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. So if your son come with a beautiful lady, don't look at her in a way that is sexual or carnal. She's your son's wife. If you do that, you are uncovering her nakedness, and that is an abomination. And you know, you doing it is one, Watching and having it in your mind is another, but it's the same thing. Because the scripture said, if you just watch a woman with her lustful eyes, you commit adultery. So don't even look at her like that. She is your daughter. So you do not want to have sex with your son's wife because she is automatically your daughter. And the scripture said, do not have sex with your daughter. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. So your brother's wife automatically becomes your sister. Is begotten of your brother. So you should not have sex or try to have sex with your brother's wife. Because it is like having sex with your sister. And that is another abomination. So you don't do that. So if you see your brother have something and you're lusting after your brother's wife, then you are an adulterer, you are a fornicator, you are a wicked man. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. So in other words, you meet a woman, you have sex with the woman. Once you have sex with a woman and she have a daughter, you have to leave the daughter alone. Even if the opportunity comes up and the daughter looking really good, you have to curb that and kill that spirit one time. You shall not have sex with both mother and daughter. Neither shall thou take her son's daughter. No, you should not do that. Or her daughter's daughter. Anytime you hit one bullet here, you understand? There is a whole lot of things that happens systematically that you should not do. Right? So you have to understand that once the people are related and you have sex with one in that respect, believe you me, you not want to go there and have sex with another, because it is wickedness. Total wickedness. Most of you people don't care. Most of you only think with all your penis and all your vagina and all you don't care. It doesn't matter who and all you having sex. That is a road that leads to the fiery furnace. Okay? Neither shall thou take a wife to her sister, to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. So we have to do that. Right? So even the wife to her sister, don't do that. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. So in other words, if a woman is unclean, for example, she committed an abomination, right? Her husband catch her having sex with another man, her legit husband, and he put her away because of her naughtiness, right? No, don't approach that woman. This woman is unclean. Do not approach. The only person that could save this woman is our Elohim. She have to go to our Elohim and talk to him, and he will open her way. But for you, once you know that is the case, and she's like there and she do business with our Elohim and she don't go to get herself cleansed by our Elohim, leave this woman alone, please. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. So in other words, basically what the scripture is saying here, your neighbor have a wife, do not try to uncover her nakedness. Because the rule said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife or thy neighbor's good. So if you do that, you are in error. And then as a result of that, you will get burned if you don't mend your ways. So stay away from that. Don't even lust at these people. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy Elohim. I am the Lord. So if you meet this woman, you have sex with the woman, if you have children with the woman, and she has a husband, it is worse. Yes, it is worse. Don't ever do that, because that will be there as a mark to you forever. That will be like a spoiled bread to you and your life forever. Your seed and this seed of abomination will grow into a tree of abomination, and that will be a reproach for you throughout your life. Be careful. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. So here we go. So you should not lie with mankind. When the scripture say mankind, he's talking about in that portion of scripture here, he's talking about men, because he specifically said mankind as with womankind. So the kind of human that is a man should not lie with the kind of human that is a man, like how you lie with the kind of human that is a woman. So in other words, he's saying a man should not lie with a man to make love. That is not love. To make mawet with himself, having sex and fornicating with one another, in places that was not created for that purpose. Men who doing that, like if they lie with a woman, that is an abomination, and you will burn in hell. There is no church on the face of the earth that could save you. There is no amount of contribution you could give to the Pope or anybody else that could save you. Once you don't change your ways, you will burn in hell. And I am not judging you. I'm just telling you, by the fruits, you'll just eat the portion, the result, right? Neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down therefore. It is confusion. That is confusion. You see it, watch. It have a certain kind of people that like animals. Dog, goat, sheep, they on that. They having sex with animals on the internet. They having sex with animals all about. In Germany right now, I think they have a brothel where one of these nasty people could go there and pay to have sex with a goat, or a sheep, or a donkey, or a horse, or maybe a scorpion. I don't know. But anyway, they call this thing bestiality. And actually, in a little while from now, maybe a year, it could be 2 years from now, just like how they're trying to promote homosexuality, they will be promoting bestiality also, because everybody will say they born that way and they have a gene like that. So then we have a right to get our holiday, bestiality holiday, and have sex with goat and sheep and animal and dog. You see, but the scripture say that is confusion. That is an abomination. Recently, I read a paper, a news where a woman actually, she had a dog, and her husband was unfaithful, but he wasn't unfaithful to a woman. He was unfaithful to her with the dog. So he was having a sexual relation with his dog in the house when the woman went out. Wow, these people crazy, man. Defile not thy yourself. Hey, that is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. All these nations that promoting those things, they are defiled. Be careful, people. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity upon it, and the land itself vomited out her inhabitants. Watch and you will see. It have a lot of places. You see places getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and flood and flood and flood. All these people doing this just natural born abomination. That's what they're doing. Our Elohim will deal with them. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgment, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. That is exactly why there are so much problems on the face of the earth. That is why there are so many problems in places like America and Europe and all these places, because there are so much abomination happening. Homosexuality, they promoting that. Lesbianism, they promoting that. And the scripture talk about, do not let your child grow up to be a whore, because that will cause confusion and problem in the society. So most people the majority of people creating their own hell on earth, and they will eat the rewards Very soon. Right, that the land spew not you out also when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. Think about it. That scripture is a boss. Think about nations like the great Rome. Think about nations like how Egypt used to be. Think about nations like how the Aztecs and those people and them. That is civilizations that were before us. Look back at those civilizations. Read about those civilizations. When you read about those civilizations, you think about the morality. You see a set of iniquity happening. Like these people were making children sacrifice, human sacrifice. These people were committing abomination in such a way. They having sex with their parents. It just like really, I mean, like seriously, these people were doing that. Even people like Alexander the Great, who were great rulers and say they want to rule the world and stuff like that. He was a homosexual. You understand? The Romans, and up to today, maybe it's not in such a big way. I mean, in a way that we see clearly, but they were head for paganism. Basically, think about Babylon and all those places. The Most High say, the land spew out those people. Right now, you hardly could get a little trinket about most of these nations. You understand? It's just like if like most of them never exist. It's like the whole civilization is like a mystery to us, because that was caused by abomination, and they defile the land with innocent blood, fornication and everything. So let me tell you something. My Elohim don't make no joke. And it's the same thing that will happen to us and our generations if we don't hold on to the word of our Elohim. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep my ordinance, that ye commit not any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the greatest. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end. I am what was, what is, and what there is to come forever. I am your Elohim. Be at peace, be blessed. I will most definitely see you in another video. Give thanks and praises.